Girls, I have an obsession, and at that point I would say it is still healthy, but the obsession is shoes. And in case you are like me and just need a little bit of shoe inspiration because you maybe want to buy some new summer shoes or maybe for a night out or something, don't worry, I got you, because this is the topic of today's video. And as I was mentioning, I have an obsession, so I have quite a lot of shoes, and I definitely would say I'm experienced when it comes to evaluating whether or not a brand is a good option for shoes, or for example what you should pay attention to when it comes to shoes. And this is exactly why I will today show you my favorite pairs of shoes of all time, and also talk a little bit about brands that are also sort of on a budget but still also sustainable, because I feel like many brands just don't pay attention to that, and if they do, then most of the times the shoes just cost like $400 or even more. And one of my favorite brands is the brand called Vivaya. And for context, here's a little bit about the brand. As I was saying, it's really important for me to pay attention that a brand is sustainable. And this is one of the things that I adore about Vivaya, because they are a very eco-friendly and sustainable brand. And something that I find very interesting about that brand is not only are they using reusable materials, but they're actually making their footwear out of plastic bottles. I just love them. Now about the Vivaya shoes, some of you probably have already seen me wearing or also unboxing these pair of shoes, maybe because you follow me on Instagram or TikTok. But even for those of you that have already seen these videos of the Vivaya shoes, to make this video a little bit more interesting, I've also got 2 new pairs of these shoes from their brand, and we will of course also take a look at them. And I've already tried them on for a few minutes and I love them so much, because as I was saying, this brand is just so amazing. Because actually I came across this brand a few months ago, and let me tell you, it was love at first sight. So about the new pairs, I already have them here, and I think these are the boxes. Let me check. So these are the boxes, and even their packaging is so cute. And I know this is maybe not really something special, but I just love their aesthetic and overall vibe. And also when the first package of them arrived, I was so happy because it literally looked like that. And brown is my favorite color, so let me tell you, I am excited to show you this brand. So these are my new ones. I also have them in another color, which I will show you in a second, and I will also of course show you every pair of shoe on when I'm wearing them, so that you get a closer insight or look at them. And this is what they look up close. And one thing I also love about the Vivaya shoes is, for example, I don't know if it's all of them, but I think so, at least out of the pairs that I already have. They're completely foldable, as you can see here, and I think this is just so nice when you're walking, because I hate wearing sneakers or something where you just have this material and it gets crusty or something. And yes, I understand your worries because of the fabric that they have, and they're not like leather or something. It might seem like they might get very, very dirty quickly, but even if they might get a little bit dirty, which I don't really think would be the case, because as you can see, mine are still very, very clean, even though I've already worn them once. They're washable. So another amazing fact about the brand. I'm just gonna take these ones as a first example for their overall shoes, because most of the points that I'm saying are about all of the shoes that they have, but obviously there are not only similarities. So for example, you can also see that they have this insole that is not only very good because these shoes literally feel like a cloud to walk on, but also because you can actually take that out very easily. And they also come with second ones, so when this one maybe gets smudged or something, or just isn't really that new anymore, then you can just reuse the shoe and put another insole into it. I don't really know how much I've said it's amazing, but it is. So yeah. Now, as you know me, I am obsessed with wearing high heels, so of course I've also got a few little high heels from them. And these ones are my favorite because I just think they're so minimal and simple and yet so chic and classy. So This is what I love. You can also adjust them, and as you can see, there's not really a specific adjust stripe or something. So when adjusting, it's literally completely up to you. And also you can see the inner part a little bit better on the shoe, even though you can't really take this one out, because obviously you can't. This part is open. You know, it would not look good. Now the last pair I kind of wanted to talk you through is something that is a little bit out of my comfort zone, but it's very, very nice. And I don't know if you have already heard about the term ballerina flats or ballerina sneakers, because they're so trendy right now. And even though I'm a kind of timeless classic kind of person, some trends are just amazing little things that are just so interesting, and I haven't really thought about it yet, and I just love them. And yeah, these are mine. And it's so amazing because actually many celebrities have already worn these exact pair of shoes. I don't believe it was in this color because Bella Hadid was wearing them in a black, and then also Jenny, for example. Yeah, so as you can see, they're really trendy. But despite the trendiness, I also love them in general because I just think they're so nice and shiny. And you also get various like styling possibilities on how you can wear them. So on the other one you can still see it because I haven't taken it off yet, because my favorite is to go full ballerina mode, but obviously you also get these normal ones and you can also just do them completely like that. Here we have the first pair. Honestly, they might be my absolute favorites from Vivo. Plus the color is also super close to my actual skin tone, which makes them incredibly easy to style. Now onto the flats I mentioned earlier. Here you can see them in both silvery gray and also in black. What makes them extra comfortable is the padded heel support at the back, which you can also see here, because it just prevents that annoying kind of rubbing or blistering you sometimes get from other shoes. Next up are the ballerina sneakers, and I personally love styling these with slightly cropped white jeans that sit just above the shoe. Now, of course, here you also have some amazing little styling examples, and aren't these shoes so amazing? Now we're stepping into cozy territory because these are from Cozy Island, a brand that, like Vivo, also focuses on sustainability and also reusing materials. And that's just really important to me because, let's be honest, we don't want to just look good, we also want to feel good. And I always feel better when I'm wearing something that just aligns with my personal values. What I really love about Cozy Island is also the variety they offer, so they have something for every season and occasion. So from everyday staples like these to more elevated pieces that you could wear for a night out or a special event. Last but not least, I've also got some favorites from Cider, and I would say they're perfect for when you're looking for some classic Mary Janes. And fair warning, you might want to size up because they're cute, but they can be a little bit tough on the back of your feet if you're wearing them too long. And trust me, you don't want to get blisters just like I sometimes do, but they're still one of my favorites. And that's the difference between budget-friendly shoes and something like the first pair I've showed you, because these shoes were priced around $100 or $200, which I think is still super fair. And that is already it with today's video. I really hope that it was helpful and that you enjoyed watching it. And you can also tell me in the comments if you have a favorite pair of the pairs of shoes that I was showing you today. But anyways, I love you all very much and I wish you a wonderful day. So bye!